Okay, with your machine you get a bobbin winder, and you also get 10 needles from Gross Beckert. Be sure you buy the same kind. And then you get 5 or 6 bobbins. These are the big M-size bobbins. I'm going to plug your bobbin winder in. You'll notice that the red light comes on after a little while. It takes a little while to charge up. Okay, there's no power switch on this, so you always want to unplug it from the wall when you're done quilting, when you're done winding as well. So right here is your adjustment. You loosen it, and this electric eye can go in and out so that you can fill your bobbin all the way up or partially up, or you can fill your sewing machine bobbins. Bobbin goes right there, and when the electric eye sees that the bobbin is full, it turns off by itself. Then you have a cutter over here. So let's show you how that works. Let's push start. It's turning. It's turning this direction. I can tell that because I touch it while it's on, and it tries to make my finger go around like that. Okay, it's turning this way. When it fills up, it breaks the beam and it stops. You can also push stop over here anytime. So let's thread. You have the thread on the side of your machine. You have the thread mast. So you simply come over here and cut the thread. And you go from that thread mast down to your bobbin winder. Right here is a little tiny hole. You go into the hole on your bobbin winder. And then you've got to floss it through the disc. And you go all the way around, not just part of the way around, all the way. And then you bring it over to your bobbin. Now some of these bobbins, you can use bobbins from anywhere that are size M. These have a slot, and if you're patient, you can sit here and poke that thread up the slot. But I'm a lazy man, so I just put it on there. I know which way it's going to turn, so I just start it winding by hand because I'm lazy. And then I just push start. You'll notice it's playing up and down, filling the bobbin. You can adjust the tension right here. I like to hear it whine a little bit. That means it's putting it on with lots of nice tension. But you can see that the thread is going up and down, filling up your bobbin really nice and smooth. And then when it's full, it'll turn off. There it is. Now I just happen to know where to set that so I get a perfectly full bobbin. But you can set it any way you want. There's a cutter, so now I have a bobbin. I can test it by squeezing it. It's nice and firm. It's not too firm, but look how nice that's wound. It's even, it's not humped up in the middle. So that's a properly wound bobbin. When you're doing a quilt, you want to wind a whole bunch of bobbins. So just one after the other, you can wind them up. You can stop at any time if you want just a partially wound one, or you can go all the way up. If you want to do half full, you can adjust right here so that it's only half full. This knob right here is different than your tension knob, and it allows you to raise and lower this whole platform, which allows it to play out onto the bobbin properly. But it's winding so perfectly. You see there? Nice and flat across here. Nice and firm. You got as much thread on there as you can possibly do. That's real easy, real nice. So if you're going to do a big quilt, you'll want to do 5 or 6 bobbins. And see, this one isn't turning because I didn't wind it enough. So I'm just going to do a few more and then it takes off. If you have the patience to put it through the slot, then you don't need to wind it. You just hold the thread up through the slot and it starts winding. While we're doing that, here's a good brand of thread, Permacore, nice and strong. That's a good thread. It's only $6 for that much. There's all kinds of threads you can use. This is one that's $10. This is by YLI. It's really good thread, really strong. Superior also makes King Tut. A lot of ladies like King Tut thread. I don't have any because it's so expensive. It's $35 for a roll like this. The machine can use it, but it's pure cotton and will break very easily. So how do you compensate for breaking thread? You have to loosen the tension, both on your bobbin and on the top. So why not have fun, save money, buy high quality strong thread, and you'll have less breakage. It's also a good thing to buy thread through the internet, like Superior Threads. That's where this Omni comes from. Superior Threads, you can see inside the cone what its name is. But you can buy it from the factory, and that way you know it hasn't been sitting on the shelf getting sun rot in some shop somewhere. Plus you get a lower price, so that's what I do. You can also get your needles from Superior Threads. They're in St. George, Utah. Now, you can screw this bobbin winder down to a piece of plywood, and that way it can lay on top of your frame and not be twisting like it's trying to do on me. And then you can move the plywood when you need to have the machine in that location. So that's just a quick little project to mount your bobbin winder. Now if you have a float frame, you actually take the bobbin winder and use these tabs and screw it to the side of the float frame. The float frame is that 4-foot long frame that uses magnets. It's for folks that don't have room for a 10-foot or 12-foot frame. So there you have it.